Hi Z community, hope you're having a great week. I'm back with you. Just got back from Connecticut where I was speaking at what's called Consumer Health Summit. Fantastic event. I was one of 4 speakers for a group of 85 health and fitness entrepreneurs from around the world. Really amazing group of people with a deep, abiding concern for improving their products, improving their delivery. So we have a really positive impact on how people move and feel around the world. So I'm pretty jazzed up right now. And as a result of that, I want to talk to you about a couple of things with regards to your own training, your diet, everything around how you feel and how you move through the world. So here are the 2 things I was thinking about. Number 1 is your environment. Now, what I mean by that, we had a actually speaker at this event, Professor Adam Alter, who wrote a really interesting book called Drunk Tank Pink. You can look it up on Amazon, but it's all about how environment shapes our behavior. Now, this is something that we talk a lot about in some of our courses, but what I want you to realize right now is that if you have struggled in the past to change your diet, change your fitness program, etc., one of the smartest, most beneficial things that you can do is take a step back from saying, hey, it must be my willpower, my dedication to the end result, and instead ask yourself a simple question: what is my environment, and am I making my plans fit into my lifestyle? If you have kids, if you have a full-time job in kids and you're coaching baseball in the evenings, guess what? You're not going to be able to train like a professional athlete. So trying to use someone else's training program, someone else's training style, and fit it into your life might not work. So if you go back through all of our blogs, you'll see lots and lots of recommendations about how to fit exercise in 30 seconds to a minute at a time. And maybe for your lifestyle right now, that's what you need. You know, there are a lot of things that go into this whole environmental question, but it's really important, like I said, anytime you're evaluating, should I start this exercise plan or do this particular thing, see if it will fit into your life. Because when it doesn't, you're going to run up against it all the time. It typically leads to failure and more frustration. So environments, number 1. Number 2 for today, I want you to question something, all right? I want you to ask yourself, good versus best, all right? Because when you look at your body, you look at your performance, you go, man, there's so many different things I could be doing. I could be eating better. I could cut out gluten. I could exercise in the mornings before I go to work, etc., right? So there's a whole list of good things that you can do. But my question is, what's the best thing that you can do? One of my favorite examples, it gets kind of metaphors, is I'm always looking for the one domino. If I push over a domino, and you've got chains of them, if I push over the right one, everything else begins to unfold, and you create ongoing momentum. So whenever you're thinking about a diet change or an exercise program change, etc., you really need to do a good versus best analysis. Now, if you don't know how to do that, you may need a coach. But let me give you a simple example. I talk to a lot of people who say, hey, I want to exercise more, but man, I cannot get to the gym. And in fact, I don't even like the gym. I don't like the environment. I don't like wearing those clothes. I don't like the people that go there. I go, fine. So we have to figure out how to help you exercise where you're comfortable. Maybe at home, maybe on your lunch break at the office, in the park. But you have to figure out a way to do something that benefits you. Now, a lot of people, when they say, okay, I'm going to exercise at home, the first question they ask me is, well, what kind of stuff should I buy? Should I buy free weight? Should I buy a bench? Should I buy a squat rack? What should I buy? And what I typically will tell them is the best investment that they can make, not the good investment, because the exercise stuff is good, but the best investment that they could make is to hire one of our trainers who understands how to write programs to come to your home and show you how to work out there. Because ultimately what we run into for a lot of people is it's not that they lack willpower, they may have the stuff, but what they don't have is a plan. So that's just one example of a good decision, buy exercise equipment, versus a best decision, which is hire a coach, spend the same amount of money or even less, learn how to use your own body and things that are easily available to you to exercise at home. One of those is going to have a much more profound influence on your life than the other. So like I said, as you're considering diet changes, exercise changes, things that you can do for your eyes or your inner ear, or all the other stuff that we do in Z Health, please go through a little analysis and ask yourself that question: what would be good versus what would be best? Now, if you have questions or comments about either of these concepts, how does environment shape me, and good versus best, email us. We are always here to help, and we love helping you. As I said, I'm really excited about the future that's coming. Having spent the weekend with so many great people interested, as I said, in changing the world in a better way, I'm really excited about the coming years and what we can continue to offer to not only you, but to our extended community. So thanks again for being a part of Z Health. I look forward to talking to you soon.